Hey, this is Doug Field along with my co-host, Brett Macy, and welcome back to the segment of Healthcare Consumerism Radio. And, really the theme of today's show, I'm not sure it was intentional, is health management and what companies are doing. We had an employer group talking about their membership and how engaged their membership is in health management. We had, the merger recently with Staywell, and very interesting company on the line today. I think this shows what companies are doing to move forward. And I have joining us today Jerry Curtin, who is president of Cultivate by Standard Process. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, gentlemen. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, happy Friday to you, too. You coming to us from warm and balmy Wisconsin?
Well, I think the sun's starting to poke its head out. We're trying to remain hopeful.
You guys have had it tough up there, have you not? So.
Indeed. Yeah. Indeed we have.
Hey, Jerry, I really like what you guys are doing, and tell our audience a little bit about who Standard Process is, and then this program that has evolved, Cultivate by Standard Process.
Sure, glad to, and thanks again for having me on. We're very proud of what we've been able to put together. Standard Process is a company that has been located in Palmyra, Wisconsin, between Madison and Milwaukee for 85 years now, specifically in the space of dietary supplements. And we have been in the wellness space, well before it was cool and vogue. And being in that space allowed us to work with our closest customers, the healthcare practitioner. And over the course of 85 years, we started learning something. We started learning how good these practitioners are and the various options that they can bring to the table for a workforce. And so we started a wellness program about 10 years ago. It began with a walking program just to start driving participation and excitement, awareness, education on the topic of wellness. Mm-hmm. Over the course of those 10 years, we continually refined the approach with data and assistance from research and development outside consultants. And over the course of 10 years, we were just able to refine the program such that we hit all marks with employee engagement, but more importantly, we hit all the marks with the healthcare trends and driving costs down and driving a corporate wellness paradigm that was well beyond the individual health of employees.
So as you have done that and have that track record, now you've brought it out to the external market. Is that what you're doing now?
Yes. We spent the last few years applying methodology and structure to the program to ensure that we could bring it out to the world in the way in which we do it, and we have done so, and we've just recently done that at the beginning of this year.
Jerry, congratulations. Go ahead.
As you've done
Thank
this,
you.
What have been some key findings as you've kind of gone through the maturation of this program?
I think the key for most folks is two things. First, the data. You have to be able to show the results. Wellness was very popular here over the last couple of years in terms of generating employee engagement, but as we all know, the focus of delivering results really makes a difference. And when you can talk to other business leaders and other healthcare practitioners out there in the market, one of the ways in which we claim our credibility is through the data. Mm-hmm. And so with 10 years of data, as we've been able to break down business metrics, claim metrics, things of that nature, people are really paying attention because it's a methodology that's been proven. The other thing is just the cultural impact. Mm-hmm. Our model drives wellness in a very proactive manner. We want you to see the healthcare practitioner when you're well, not when you're sick. Mm-hmm. And when you start having people talking to healthcare practitioners when they're feeling good, the result is pretty amazing when we start looking at what that can do inside of an organization.
I think that's, I was talking to a group of hospitals this week, and they were asking me about healthcare consumers and health management, what my thoughts are, and I said, they struggle because they've got a changing model. They make more money treating cancer than they do preventing it, and that's, a trend that's got to change, and you've identified that on the preventive side with people that can participate in your on-site, wellness center.
I would agree. I think, there's so much uncertainty out there for folks knowing what the future will bring us. But one thing we do know for sure is if we're ever presented with a problem, we should start looking in the mirror first to solve it. And I think There are companies around the country at this point that are looking at healthcare and they're looking at wellness and coming to the wonderful realization that it's our problem to solve. Let's not look elsewhere. So I'm very encouraged by the change in the approach to corporate wellness as something that we should embrace, manage, and control, as opposed to a service that we outsource.
Yeah, very interesting. Chiropractic's a key component of your program, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that.
The reason for chiropractic for us is we just believe that they offer the most diverse skill set in terms of a wellness profile. Chiropractic is important to us. We've got 85 years in this profession via standard process, so we believe that we know them well. Today's chiropractor is much more expansive than just the typical neck and back cracking. Almost every chiropractor today is a nutritional certified professional. Many of them are very involved with the community, affinity to fitness, and just bring a very comprehensive, holistic approach to chiropractic. We have the chiropractor lead the effort on site. They do all of the primary consultations. They run the HRAs and the annual health screening. They are integrated into the business, which means that they are part of the safety efforts, the OSHA efforts, ergonomics, workplace stretching, and all of those ancillary benefits that typically you wouldn't look to a chiropractor in a business to solve. The engagement part of chiropractic is absolutely wonderful. We encourage people to go see the healthcare practitioner, as I said earlier, when they're feeling well, when they feel great. Yeah. And chiropractic teaches people about structural integrity of muscles, bodies, bones, and we look at your job as almost like a corporate sport. Let's get healthy to do our job. After we educate people on muscles, bones, and structural integrity, we then transition our education to the inside of the body. And over time, we hope that we educate folks on how to wake up better and not be as sore and get through the day feeling fantastic, and eventually you start learning how the things on the inside of the body work. And it's amazing how people start paying attention once they feel like they've been given the education, and not only the education, but someone who is right there and accessible to them all day, every day, whenever they need it.
That's very, very interesting. You know, we the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress has been involved with us probably for the last 3-4 years, and you know, it's interesting the similarity of your messages there.
I would agree. It's a great organization. I think the Foundation is reaching out to us at Cultivate, being just a very staunch proponent of chiropractic, and I think together with many of the associations of chiropractic, we're so excited and looking forward to the future and being able to explain this profession and hopefully offer the chiropractic community of the U.S. Some new options in terms of how they can impact the health of our communities.
Makes a lot of sense. Jerry, is telehealth a part of your solution, or are you looking to incorporate it as part of your offering?
Not at this time. Okay. Our approach, quite honestly, is just to bring the services to the employee.
Okay.
Teleservices are used in some very, very unique situations when the medical care or the expertise obviously falls outside of the scope. But our approach is it is in your face all day long, accessible whenever you need it.
Jerry, we got about 2 minutes left on the program. One question I have for you is kind of as you look into your crystal ball, where do you see Cultivate moving between now and, let's say, the next 5 years?
I think we are looking to continually share a message that will gain momentum. I think that corporate leaders today are very concerned about the posterity of their business and understand that keeping their business healthy starts with keeping their employees healthy, and that really is a key to long-standing success. And we want to be able to show people through our program that it's not just simply healthcare and healthcare claims. There is a larger corporate wellness dynamic of finances and such that our program will solve. We want to promote chiropractic and let everybody know what wonderful people they are, and we want to make sure that the solutions that we have on the table people understand are driven by data and process, and at the end of the day, when people start feeling good and you can share with them that they are actually getting healthier, we just anticipate that momentum to continue to roll downhill and continue to share our message.
Now, as employers look at ACA, is there a way that Cultivate can help contribute to increased cost savings for employers of any size?
Yes, the model was basically built to be scalable for any size of employer. So whether or not you want to take advantage of the new Walker bill for people under 50 employees or you have thousands, the model that we offer is scalable.
Now, we got about 30 seconds left, and I want to give your audience one takeaway and let them know how they can find you guys.
Thank you so much. You can find us online at www.cultivateonsite.com.
All right, Jerry, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and have a great weekend. To the rest of our audience, we will see you next week for Healthcare Consumerism Radio.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a nice weekend.